Present simple tense. I read books. This is a subject, in general a person. This is a verb, in general an action. You can change the subject. For example, you read books. We read books. But sometimes the verb changes. Look at this. We say I read, you read, we read, they read, but for she, he, it, we use reads with an S at the end. The S is necessary at the end of a verb when the subject is she, he, or it. Look at these examples. I read books. You read books, but he reads books. The S is necessary at the end of the verb. You cannot say he read books. No, this is not correct. We need an S at the end of the verb. We say he reads books. This is correct. Sometimes the verb changes a little for she, he, and it, third person. Look at this verb. We say I have, you have, we have, they have. But for she, he, it, we use has. We do not say has, no, because the verb is irregular. Look at these examples. I have a house. We have a good idea. He has money. Anna has blue eyes. Look at this sentence. They read books. This is an affirmative sense. How can I make this a negative sense? In English, use don't and doesn't to make a negative sense in the present simple tense. They read books becomes they don't read books. Don't shows that the sentence is negative. We don't say they not read books. No, this is not correct. They don't read books. This is correct. Note: we use don't and doesn't to make a negative sense in the present simple tense, but there are exceptions. Negative sense that use to be or modal verbs can, might, etc. Do not, us, don't, and doesn't. What is the difference between don't and doesn't? Look at this chart. When the subject is I, you, we, or they, we use don't before the verb. When the subject is she, he, or it, we use doesn't before the verb. Note: don't is a contraction of do not. Doesn't is a contraction of does not. Here it says verb. This verb is the base form of the infinitive. The infinitive is the original form of the verb before its conjugate or change. The infinitive is to go, to need, to speak, to live. But we want the base form of the infinitive. This is without the to at the beginning. Instead of to go, only go. Instead to need, only need. Instead to speak, only speak. Instead to live, only live. Let's look at the example of verb speak. We say, I don't speak. You don't speak. They don't speak. We don't speak. For example, the affirmative is I speak Spanish. What is the negative form? The negative is I don't speak Spanish. But look at this affirmative sense. He speaks Italian. What is the negative form of this sense? He doesn't speak Italian. There is no S at the end of speak in the negative sense. Why? We use the base form of the infinitive. The infinitive is to speak with just one to base form, which is speak. Third person verbs lose to final S in negative sense. The verb in negative form will always be speak without us.